Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Two Canadians Football Podcast. I'm Matty P.
I'm Kevin M.
We are joined by our special guest, Kevin.
Hello.
Welcome to the pod, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure to talk football.
Kevin's a good friend of mine, and we are in multiple leagues together, and he loves football almost as much as me.
Mm-hmm. Almost too many leagues, actually. How many are we in together? It's more than one hand.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt to count.
Yeah, let's stick with football.
How many leagues are you in, including all your best ball leagues?
I haven't counted up a tally yet. They're still expanding. We'll see. It's still early.
It's up there though.
Yeah, I like to draft teams and run them.
Drafting is fun. Winning is even funner.
Yeah.
What have been your you're kind of been going by the same strategy I have been with on any of the drafts, just going wide receiver heavy out the gate.
I love going wide receiver heavy. There's so much value in the later rounds to really stack that money rosters, and just you got to get those big receivers, because then you're just playing guessing games on who to start every week with the guys who just don't do it consistently enough.
Yeah, so me and you've been going like 3 wide receivers, sometimes 4 wide receivers.
I have some that I've gone 5.
some like
you've gone we're
5,
talking
right?
like I'm doing a lot of my best balls right now. Maybe not going 5 wide receivers off the start of a draft, and redraft league might not be the best, but definitely go 2 or 3 right off the hops, because lots of running backs to be had in the 5 to 10 rounds.
Yeah, there's still some solid running backs in the rounds like 4 to 8, 9. Like you could still grab Aaron Jones sometimes in the 4th. Sometimes you got Madison, you got Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall, you got
I
Miles
had Mixon
Sanders.
fall to me in the 5th round. That was a pleasant surprise.
I'll take Mixon in the 5th.
Yeah, I haven't been stacking too much up on him, just because I don't know if I'd spend the 3rd round when there's other guys there. But if he falls to you, it's not a bad pick.
Yeah, and one of the best ways to win your fantasy football league, I find over the decade that we've done this, is finding that quarterback that's just going to take that huge step. So not drafting a quarterback early in the first 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds, but finding those quarterbacks in the later rounds and hoping for that top 5, top 6, top 7 finish.
Yeah, you got to stack your core early with the position players. Get your running backs, get your wide receivers. Quarterbacks, you can find winners in the 9th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th round.
And there's a lot of tight end value. I think this is the year, I think you agree with me, that really tight ends, even rookie tight ends,
the year
where they flourish.
They could bridge the gap with Kelsey, and you have all this young talent coming out with, nothing but potential. Like Laporta. I kind of like Laporta better than Kincaid this year. And he's not being drafted before him, but I think a lot of people are missing out on that. That guy is going to have nothing but opportunity right off the gate. Williams is out for the first 6. It's going to be him. It's going to be Gibbs. It's going to be St. Brown. And they're going to air it out. So don't be surprised if he contributes very early.
Yeah, Kincaid is the top rookie tight end going off boards. I definitely have some shares of him throughout some leagues, some dynasties.
So do I.
Very excited to see him, but also very excited to see Mr. Sam Laporta as well on that offense. I think he definitely they definitely need him to fill the void that Hawkinson when he left there. So,
and I'm talking more short-term, immediate impact. Dalton Kincaid is going to be a beast, without question. It's just a matter of there's so many mouths to feed there, and I'm not saying they can't do it, but I just think Laporta has a clearer path to instant success.
Yes, and they play the Chiefs week 1. That could be a barn burner.
Yeah, it will be. How is it not? It's a cherry pick game to be a barn burner.
Yeah, that could be the high total of the week.
Yeah, and then we'll tune in and it'll be a defensive battle.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I really can't wait for week one. There's some notable matchups. I'm really looking forward to the Monday nighter there between the Bills and the Jets. I think that's my personal game of the week. Any games on the radar that you really like there?
All of them. What can I say? I'm excited. Football's back. So
Good answer. Good answer. I really like the Green Bay at Chicago game. Division rivalry right off the hop, and I'm really high on the Green Bay offense this year, the youngest offense in the league. I know
I like both those offenses actually, and Green Bay's defense is going to be underrated. They added a lot of talent on the defensive side, young, so we'll see how they come together. Same with the offensive side. They're a young team now, and a lot of question marks, but I still think they're going to do what they do and chuck it down. They're going to run early, get those DBs to commit, and try and just go over the top. A lot of young talent there, so we'll see how it all gels together.
Yeah, I've liked what I've seen so far with the Green Bay offense. Jordan Love's thrown a TD pass to Dubes in the first preseason game, and he threw a TD pass to Jaden Reed the other day.
Mm-hmm. I'm huge on Musgrave, too. That's another late round guy that I think is going to contribute early. And, if these guys pan out, they can win you your league because you have your receivers early, you got your stud running backs after, waited for a good quarterback, and you can just land on these tight ends late. Because I think, this is the year where that gap's going to be bridged. Kelsey's still going to be Kelsey.
I really want to see Jordan Love play some snaps in the third preseason game. I want to see him just get even more comfortable behind center there. And I'm no pun intended. I'm really loving what I'm seeing from the third-year quarterback.
Yeah, I'm have been and continue to be heavily invested in Jordan Love in my dynasties and my best balls this year. I love where he's going with what he can do. And, take him. He's going like 12th to 14th round. And as your QB2, you're going to like what you get. We'll just have to see how consistent he becomes. And that's the big question mark, right?
Yeah, and I've been talking about it on this podcast for a few months now. The Green Bay schedule I really like it. They have some favorable matchups, the 4 to the first 6 games. The rest of the way, it's pretty decent as well. I think Green Bay could get off to a good start on the road there, and I'm almost starting to think about my week one bets, my parlays and combos, and this and that, because we're getting close.
Yeah, I don't do too much of the bets. I just stick with my fantasies and just manage my teams with how many I do. So it's quite the chore, but I love it.
Should we surprise phone our friend and see what's going on with the league?
He just called me, by the way, too. I don't know if I'm on board with his propositions of the league that he's trying to create. At first, he's getting everyone on with it's just the best ball, and now he's talking Vampire League, and now it's best ball, but season editions and unlimited, it's just getting crazier and crazier. The more, and it's like 8 days away till the draft, and he doesn't even have his league finalized on what it is.
Yeah, this guy's been in. He's been in our mine and Kevin's.
Should we call him
Dynasty League forever? But he's not in there anymore.
He just called me. So should I call him and let's get him talking about his thoughts on? You think I don't know this? You think this is a good idea?
Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure?
Let's go.
Should we tell him?
No, no.
You want to do this?
Yes.
You want to get this guy on here? So are we back? We're doing this?
We're doing it.
Okay, call this guy. Let's get him talking. Okay. Oh. It's ringing.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
I'm just at Matt's right now. We're just playing some crib.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's going on? What have you decided? Let's hear it.
So, why I did remove that versus the mean of the league, which is a good idea, but take that off.
Okay, sorry, what was that?
That thing where you play 2 matchups.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
But it's
like,
good because then like it keeps the league tighter.
okay,
Is what it does.
is the Vampire
More
League
people will be involved
out of play
throughout the season. What's that?
Well, what's the league gonna be?
Best ball.
Okay,
It's still best ball.
okay.
But it's
So
not.
Vampire League's out.
Vampire League is out.
Okay,
It's just best ball.
okay.
But you can still make league acquisitions.
And you can't set the limit.
No,
Like, I'd be okay with 5,
you can't set.
and
the
they
limit.
have to be on like IR. But like anything after that's just crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
No, you can't set it. I'm not monitoring it. It's okay. It's 20 rounds. So, you have basically 10 starting position, 10 bench. So it's basically just like regular fantasy with a few extra bench because it's best ball. And
Yeah, but like you're just.
it's just a matter of not having to set your lineup.
Yeah, but how's the waivers gonna work?
FAAB.
Free
So
agent.
waivers is still FAAB.
Yeah,
Everyone has a budget. You blow your budget, you blow your budget.
I don't know. This sounds like a little much. And
It's easy.
it's easy. Yeah.
It's not much. It's just simplified. That's all.
What do you think, Matt?
Is it possible that we can just not have any acquisitions?
No. That was the problem last year. That a lot of guys didn't like in the league was that they didn't follow the league because they didn't care. That's the thing about best ball.
Well, that is the thing with best ball. It's may the best man win. If they're out, they're out.
Again,
Draft better.
People like to be involved in the league still.
Then every week we draft, and then every week the players get thrown back into the pool, and we redraft every week, and we'll just have a continuing roving total of players you draft every week.
Huh?
Like, okay, you have your draft, and you get your 20-man roster. That's your 20-man roster for the week. You get your point total. Next, Wednesday.
I don't have time for that. I don't have time to draft every week.
Yeah, well, that's, I don't know. It's crazy.
Okay, I got a question. So your league's kind of like funny best ball to us, but are you going to join our like normal best ball league?
What's that on?
Sleeper app.
That's the one that you were talking about is on the 31st?
Yeah, we could always move the date, but 31st for now.
I mean, if you guys do this, then I'll do that.
It's just a normal best ball, probably just 20 rounds.
Like, how much was the size of the league?
I think we're at 10.
There's a lot of meat left on the table then at 200 players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, if it's 10, maybe go 25. See, we just did a 12-manner yesterday at 25 rounds, and it was pretty bare at the end. But with 10...
So, like, all kickers and defense should be drafted. All QBs should be drafted. Right there, that's pretty much, like, probably, what's that, 150 players? Well,
Sorry,
no,
say
not
that
quite.
again?
100. Okay, well, let's see. Hang on. 32, 40, 70, 100. There's like 100 players between kickers, defenses, and QBs alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, right? Because, like, that was the thing I noticed. Like, last year, I had it, I think 30 rounds, right? And that was a little bit too much.
Not really. I don't mind.
mean,
I like drafting players.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it, but
I did
a lot of
25
guys just
rounds,
left
and I did 25 rounds yesterday, and I still had like 30 players queued.
Yeah. That
I
what's
like
your
I
format,
like
Matt?
deep drafts.
Yeah, like
What's
if I'm cool with your best ball league with like fab, and like I guess when you run out of fab, that's it, right?
See, that was a good idea actually. The fab, that kind of makes it, keeps it in check and organized. Interesting concept. I like it.
But ours will just be like the idea of this league was just like low maintenance. So the idea was like I ain't telling the wife I'm joining another league because it doesn't really count because we're just drafting and set it and forget it kind of deal. So
Yeah. That does
Yeah.
not apply to me, so I have time.
So, like, yeah, I just have to find out if I could put all players on waivers. That's the only thing. But then there's that day waiting period. Like, I could put in a day waiting period. So, either way, at least with waivers, even if there is free agents, at least with waivers, there's still every whatever.
Yeah,
day we
and no
decide to
zero
do
bid,
waivers.
no zero bids. You can't bid
No, minimum bid is
$1.
$1.
Okay. See, it's good you hammer these things out because we do draft in 8 days.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's good to have your league set.
Yeah. Like I did randomize the order.
Yeah, do that the day of. Now it just looks fishy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it the day of because well, I did it twice already, but
Yes, I
one
see
guy
that.
didn't join, so I didn't want to
Sure,
screw
you
up,
didn't like where you were picking.
but
All
I don't
right.
know.
Well,
all right, I'll send you that invite for our best ball league again.
okay. Yeah, this is just like you can participate in this league as much as or little as you want. Really.
it sounds like you were thinking about this overnight.
Huh?
You really came together with your planning from how it started to
I like to throw all kinds of different things in. I mean,
Yeah.
I get bored with just regular fantasy.
Yeah.
Like,
Are
I
we?
just, like-
Is it super flex or 1 QB?
Super flex.
Good.
I did, however, what I did do was I reduced the amount of wide receivers, and no, I did reduce the amount of wide receivers, added another flex, and removed tight end.
What?
So, yeah,
Did you catch that? Okay, say that again.
so the starting lineup is 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers,
Ooh.
2.
With 10 man in it? No,
Huh?
with 10 man?
Mine
Yeah.
is 12.
Oh, okay, good.
Mine is 12.
All right. And then you
Yeah.
have a flex and a super flex
Yeah, just
and a tight end.
No tight end.
Boo. Why are you taking the
No
tight
tight
end
end.
out?
Huh?
Why are you taking the tight end out?
Because tight end sucks.
This is the year for tight ends.
Yeah, you can still draft tight ends if you
Yeah,
want.
I get that. You should have a starting tight end.
No start a tight end.
Ugh.
But another flex.
All right,
where
I'm
you
out.
can start a tight end. But you have
why,
another flex.
why do you got to
There's a-
tweak everything? Why don't we put punters back in?
Well, so honestly, if I could, I would like to even remove the kicker and
Can
just
we
have the
start a
kicker
head
as part
coach,
of your
too?
Defense. Yeah. Well, like I said, I if I could remove the kicker, I would remove the kicker and just add that to the team defense.
You
but
can
that's not
remove the
really an
kicker.
option. Huh?
You can remove the kickers. Our leagues, some
You
don't
can,
have
but you
kickers.
can't add it to special teams defense.
Oh, I see where you want to go.
Yeah. So basically, you're picking a defense.
Mm.
And then also, too, it sucks because then when it gets down to the end of the draft, you're still going to
So
have
you literally
kickers.
want to have special teams and defense as one.
Huh?
You literally want to make it so the special teams and defense is all of the special teams and defense. Like adding the kickers to the defensive totals, and
I mean, it would be cool if you can have just defense.
That's a
and
good
then
idea.
You could have special teams where you include punters and kickers.
Because in redrafts, it is technically designated as special teams and defense, is it not?
You're right, but you can't score
With your
special teams
kickers.
for kickers.
Correct. Interesting.
Yeah. So.
All
See,
right.
that's why I was telling you yesterday. I'm just going to start a site that basically customizes fantasy leagues to whatever the heck you want to do. You want to do a vampire league? We'll set it up for you. You want to do something different? You know what I mean? You want to redraft every week? Do it for you. Right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Completely customized.
Well, that's what I think Sleeper was trying to do.
Well, like I just noticed, like just dealing with them, they haven't had a lot of the options on that I thought that they did have in it. Like personally, me, if Yahoo had best ball, I would be there.
Really? I'm in only one Yahoo league, and I can't stand it.
Like, you know that Yahoo
I think I'm in
uses,
2 on
like,
ESPN still, and like one Fleet Flicker, and everything else is on Sleeper. I'm on like
Sleeper uses,
I got like
Sleeper
10 or
uses,
11 leagues on Sleeper.
Well, Sleeper uses API keys for Yahoo and ESPN for their stat tracking. They actually use those two sites for their stat tracking. They don't have their own API keys because they're super expensive.
Yeah.
So they actually like use the servers for Yahoo and ESPN.
Oh, so that's why it's slowing down now.
So sometimes that's why there's a lag and the scoring isn't necessarily accurate.
Okay, but I got to hit the road here, so.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Sounds good.
Say bye, Matt.
Later, bud.
Bye, Matt.
I'll send you that invite.
Okay.
Ciao.
Bye.
Later.
Well, that was an interesting phone call.
Yeah, it sounded like he did some thinking about it last night from where he started the conversations with me. Yeah.
I mean, a best ball league with acquisitions just seems weird.
I'm not a fan. But you support your buddies, right?
Yeah. So I guess he's going to join our best ball league. I think we need 1 or 2 more people, so that helps. And then we'll join his kooky best ball league and try and win it.
Who knows? Maybe it's interesting. It could be a new thing.
This is true. We got to give it a chance, right, bud?
Yeah. I like trying new things. I went to a metal show the other week.
How was that?
It was pretty good. Pretty good. Had a great time, actually.
I think I seen you there.
Hey, I think you invited me.
Hey. Yeah, the local metal scene here in Winnipeg is bopping.
Yeah, that drummer of yours is unreal, bro.
Shout out Matt. He's also on the podcast theme song.
Oh, is he? No way.
Yeah. Which we always follow out at the end of the episode with.
Oh, can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, so should we call it an episode there, Kevy?
Well, I don't know. I'd talk
could-
football forever.
We could have you on again.
Yeah. No, I'm good. No, just kidding. Of course, I'd love to.
All right, buddy. 2 Canadians Football Podcast signing out.
Yeah. James Cook, Rashad White. Take him.
Ciao.